Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, traders. This is a weekly recap of what's happened on the last week. Now, this is week ending Friday, the 15th of August. We're going to be looking at the daily charts and we're going to be looking at the weekly charts to get a good gauge of what this market is trying to do as we currently speak and what's likely to happen looking forward. So, let's get on with it. Let's have a look at the charts now. We are looking at the Dow Jones chart right now, and we're looking at a weekly Dow Jones chart, and we can see that this is what happened last week. Now, if I open my charts up a bit more, you can see the proprietary moving average on our chart. You can see it actually came up, it actually hit it, it tried to retrace up, but you can see the proprietary moving average is acting as a resistance now to the market. That's showing a bit of significant resistance there. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is this: we do have lower peaks and lower troughs in the market still. So overall, the market is very, very bearish still. Okay, but we're still trying to get a short-term rally to the upside. Now we are facing a lot of support and resistance. If we look back over here as well, this is a trough down here. If we just draw a little support line from here down through to here, we can see that this support is now becoming resistance as well. So the market really is stuck between some significant levels. If you remember from our last weekly video recap, this level through here is 11,000 mark is a good support level on the Dow Jones chart. So right now we're at a pretty significant resistance level, and we are really stuck there. And it does look like we're going to try and get a bit of a bounce back to the downside, but we are having a bit of rally to the upside as of late, as of the last month now. But please, this is just a rally at the moment. By looking at the charts, by reading and understanding the charts, this is just a rally. The bull, the market has not turned bullish yet. It still is very, very bearish. And until the market says so, please do not turn into a raging bull fan and start to do everything bullish, 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 because it's, the market is still very bearish. So this is the Dow Jones chart at the moment. Let's go have a look at the S&P. Okay, so the S&P, as you can see, our proprietary moving averages supported it here, and then finally, after coming up and resisting at our other proprietary moving average up here, it broke down, come back up, and now it's likely to find a little resistance around this proprietary moving average on the charts right now. So we can see once again on our charts, we can see we have trough, peak, lower troughs, lower peaks, all the way down. See, they're the majors through there. So this is likely to form a bit of resistance around here to form another lower peak. Okay, so once again, the market is very, very bearish at the moment. It doesn't mean you cannot take long signals. Okay, we took a beautiful long signal in the trading room this week and made some nice profit out of that. It doesn't mean you can't take long signals. Doesn't mean you can't take short signals. But please, whatever signals you do, please have the absolute odds on your side, and that's exactly what we do every single day, every single weekday, while the market is open live in the trading room. So please come down and check us out. Okay, so the S&P, that's where we are right now. We are in a very bearish market, but it does look like it is trying to find a bit of resistance around this level here. So once again, we are seeing that the overall S&P is in this downward channel through there. As you can see through there, it's been bouncing and bouncing and bouncing all through there. Okay, so once again, the S&P is down. So let's go check out what the all odds, the Australian market has, what it's been doing, and where's it likely to go from here. Okay, so we're looking at the weekly chart from here. Okay, we're looking at the weekly chart, and we can see this is the weekly chart here. Okay, this is what happened for the week. It opened and closed basically the same level, so it didn't really have it had a nothing week. Okay, if we have a look at the market once again, we have lower troughs and lower peaks all the way down, so the sells are still in control. Once again, you can see it broke down past our proprietary moving average. Now it's came back up, forming a resistance there. So I would say that this is likely to find a bit of resistance through here as well as we speak. So there's a lot of resistance. The market is having a rally to the upside in this overall bearish market because there's a lot of resistance there. Now let's go have a look at the daily charts, see if we can find anything out on the daily charts. Let's remove these circles through here. And one thing you can see on our daily chart is around this 4,900 mark. There's a very good support there. And up the top here, you can see around the 5,200 mark, there's a lot of resistance. So you can see over the last month and a half now, we are just really going in to what we call a sideways market. Okay, it's just going sideways. It's not going up, or it's not going down, is it? As you can see from here, it's just going absolutely sideways. So that being said, where's the market going to go from here? No one knows. By looking at this market, it just wants to continue bouncing off these support. To me, it looks like it's forming a bit of a nice little trend line to the upside. So to me, it does look like this market wants to head up to this 5,200 mark. Looking at this high, looking at this higher high, now we have this trough, higher peaks, higher troughs. This is telling me that the buyers are likely to take control for the short term, therefore have a rally to the upside. And the Australian market have a rally to at least the 5,200 mark before we find this level of resistance through here. So let's go back over to the Dow Jones chart. This is the Dow Jones chart for the daily. Okay, this is the daily Dow Jones chart. And we can see once again that our Dow Jones chart has been resisting at this, wrong one, there we go from there. Okay, at this resistance support level 3. You can see it's bouncing, 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 and as of this week came down, bounced off this line through here and came up. But you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The overall week was down, but once again at our proprietary moving average, it is finding a lot of resistance through there. So a very nice, powerful reversal pattern to the continuation pattern, which was this pattern through here. Okay, it did break up, but then it broke back down into this little into this sort of triangle pattern. So to me, it's trying to break up, but it's hitting a lot of resistance at the moment. But to me right now, it does look like it wants to still have another bit of rally to the upside. But bearing in mind, this is an overall rally in an overall bearish market, and we are at a lot of resistance. So be very careful. And also, looking at the S&P daily chart, you can see once again that the S&P is doing something like the Dow. You can see I have a nice trend line coming up through there, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Now it's made what we call a peak, a higher peak. We've had a trough. Now this has formed a high trough, and we can see this is actually opened and closed above the proprietary moving average. Now that's telling me that's a bullish signal. The bullish signal is telling me that it wants to keep continuing higher to the upside. Okay, so once again, we are in an overall bearish market, having a bit of a rally, but please do not fall in love with this upside at the moment, because the market is still overall bearish until the market tells us to start to look bullish instead of bearish on the market. Okay, but it doesn't mean just because we're in a bearish market doesn't mean we can't take long signals. Okay, far from it. And if we're in a bull market, doesn't mean we can't take bearish signals at all. Okay, that's just the way it is. So please have a good week. The next week is going to be very interesting to see what happens, but it does look like we're going to have another bit of rally to the upside. So we're going to see what happens from there, and we will trade it as the market goes on. So once again, please come and check us out in the trading room. I guarantee you will not regret it. This is John Howe. Please enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time. Trade in the stock market is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee your profit from the information provided. The information in these videos is meant for educational purposes only. That being said, I've been trading the market profitably for many years. So please, do your own homework and make sure you look after your current financial situation.